the, oh, it says I have a low connection. I hope I'm here. Oh, I hope I'm here. My service is spotty for some reason today, and I apologize if I'm in and out. So I'm the owner and artist of the Purple Posy. I'm also a content creator for Dixie Belle, and I'm a coach and a mentor at Painting Over Borders. I don't know what that thing is that keeps popping up. I'm a coach and a mentor over at Painting Over Borders, and I'd like to welcome you to the Dixie Belle page. Happy Thursday. Hey everybody. As you jump on, y'all let me know where you guys are watching from. I would love to know. And what I'm going to do tonight for you guys is I'm going to show you guys a really simple and easy way to add just a little bit of special little surprise to your thank you, Brenda, you're sweet. You're my favorite tonight. You're my favorite. Just a little something extra and special to your drawers when you're finishing up your piece. Doesn't have to be super extravagant. You don't have to paint the entire thing. You can just add a little something special to the sides. When they open it up, it's a nice little surprise. And then I'm also going to show you guys how to kind of restore the inside. Something that nobody ever really shows is when you're done with the piece, what do you do with the inside? Hey there, Pam. Hey. What do you do on the insides, right? We know there's several different products that you can use to restore the wood. You got butter, you got the hemp oil. There's all different things that you can do. You can paint it if you want. You can decoupage. You can do all kinds of things. This is what I do. And this is kind of like my favorite thing to do. So I'm going to show you guys what I do. I've got a little link there that you guys can use to find your local retailer. A lot of them are doing, curbside delivery. Things are kind of opening up a little bit, maybe in your area. Maybe you can go shopping finally. I don't know what's going on in your area, but you can find your local retailer, or you can have them shipped to your door with that link there. Hey there from Michigan. I'm in West Texas. So hey from Texas. So what I'm gonna use it tonight is I'm gonna use a stencil. I'm gonna use some Voodoo stain gel. In Voodoo gel stain, I always get it backwards. Hey bestie, hey there Malia. In White Magic. I'm going to use some hemp oil. I'm going to use some finishing pads. I'm going to use some butter. And we're going to use all the things. Hey from Nebraska. So what I have here is I have a drawer, 2 drawers to a piece that I'm working on. It's right back there. There's the piece. Whoa, that got really bright. And we're going to do the sides. And then I'm going to show you guys how I kind of finish the insides of the drawers. What I use a finishing pad, a applicator pad, butter, and a little bit of the no pain gel stain. And I'm going to show y'all how. Okay, so first what I did was, I vacuumed it out and I cleaned it out really good with White Lightning. You always want to clean your stuff with White Lightning. White Lightning is amazing. I cannot tell y'all enough how amazing White Lightning is. Then what I do is I have a little jar of Big Mama's butter. They have it in, there's no scent. You can get it in Suzanne's Garden. It smells like a bed of roses. It's amazing. Or you can get it in Orange Grove, and that smells amazing as well. But I have a little one that I keep, and I also have a big one, and I add to it as I'm empty, but what is in here is a little secret. Okay, it's a little secret. That's not what it normally looks like, guys. It's not. It's clear. White Lightning is a TSP type of product. To me, it's the same, maybe even better. It's really, I don't know. I've never personally used TSP. Once I used White Lightning, I've never used anything else. What's everybody's favorite scent of Big Mama's butter? Y'all tell me. Dixie Belle's asking. Personally, I don't have a favorite. I like the butter and the Orange Grove. I just can't. So the reason this is brown is because I took a teensy tiny little bit of the No Pain Gel Stain in Walnut. And I mean a teensy tiny bit, maybe like the size of my fingernail. And I threw it in there and I mixed it up. Vinegar works good. Vinegar cleans. And I mixed it up in there, and it still smells amazing. Got it on my nose. It still smells amazing. It's just got a little bit of color in there, right? So when I go in there to clean this thing, or not to clean it, but to add it, it's gonna stain it just a little bit. Just a little tiny bit, right? Now, on the insides of your drawers, some of them will be already pretty smooth, right? If they're not, if they're like jaggedy and kind of rough and, ooh, I don't know what happened. That was awfully loud. If they're a little bit rough, you guys, I got some of these rad pads in from Dixie Belle to try out, and OMG. If y'all haven't tried these rad pads from Surf Prep, they are the bomb diggity. I did say that, the bomb diggity. I'm from the 90s. And they have like, it's like very fine, super fine, fine, medium. They have all different like whatevers. Oh my gosh, they're so amazing, and they're flimsy and they're cushiony. So guys, you gotta try them. They're so amazing. So like if you have a drawer that's really rough and you know that, like, you know, undies or lingerie is gonna go in there and you want it super smooth, run one of these rad pads over it, the very fine or the super fine, to get it just a little bit smooth. Perfect, perfect. And I did that. Or if it doesn't need much, you can just use a finishing pad. This is a finishing pad that I just cut a little strip off of, and that's what I'm gonna do on this drawer right here. So I'm gonna stop jabbering. So what I do, trying to figure out the best way to do this. I'll just take a finishing pad and I'll just throw a good amount on there, like, that much. Yeah. And we'll just come in here and we'll just kind of rub it on there. What I like about these finishing pads is it gets in those corners and crevices really good. You know how when you use like you know, like a towel or something. Now this one is curved, so it's a little bit more difficult. You know, it doesn't kind of get in those edges and the corners really well. But can y'all see how it's, you can't see? You can't see, I'm just kidding. It's darkening it up just a tad, and it's also making it a little bit smooth compared to down here, because this finishing pad is smoothing it out. Now down here you can really tell, I hope, a difference in what it's doing. Now it's going to kind of goop up in the areas that you started, so you'll probably need to add a little bit more, and that's okay, because what we're going to do is we're going to come in here in a second and we're going to get all the excess off. But you just rub it on. You can go around the edges if you want. I'm just showing you the general concept right now. And I guess I could show you this bottom little part right here, what it does. So this bottom portion, can you guys see that real good? Yeah. Whoops. If you add it on right here, I'll bring you guys in. Bring you guys in a little bit. You can see that stain working. I mean, it's just adding a little bit of color in there, and conditioning and smelling really good at the same time. Isn't that like beautiful? You see how that changes it? My comments are stuck. They're stuck. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I see a bunch of comments that just came in. If I miss your comment, I'm super sorry. Y'all can tag the Purple Posy, and I'll come back when I'm done and I'll look through and I'll answer your questions. or Dixie Belle will catch them, I'm sure. But did you guys see how it just subtly changed that color? It's beautiful. Now, when you're done, you just take an applicator pad. Dixie Belle sells these applicator pads. They come in a package of 2. It's like a terry cloth type of pad. They're like that big. You take an applicator pad. I used one on the other drawer, so it's tinted from the No Pain Gel Stain. It's not dirty, it's just tinted. And you'll just want to wipe up kind of the excess that's on here. And it's super smooth, because you just use that finishing pad, or you used your rad pad on there to smooth out that drawer bottom. And it just looks amazing. It looks brand new. The finishing pad, I dipped it in my butter, and in my butter I had put just a teensy tiny bit of the No Pain Gel Stain to kind of tint the drawer a little bit. Look at that drawer. Isn't that beautiful? Looks brand new. Looks brand new, right? Looks so good. So you just wipe it up and you are done. Okay, let me just do the other side since we're at it. And I'll show you guys that are coming on here. Yeah, just a tiny, tiny bit. I mean, it's like, maybe as much as like my nail, if that. I mean, it was a tiny, tiny bit. I'm just taking maybe that much, Can you all see? Yeah. I'm just rubbing it in there really, really good. And at the same time, the finishing pad kind of smooths out the wood. Almost like a sanding at the same time. And it just kind of tints it a little bit. I'm sure y'all saw that. I don't know if I wiped that up there or not. Oh, that's super. I probably need to sand that a little bit. That's really rough. But there you have it. That's what that does. Isn't that beautiful? Let's do this back part. And then I'll show you guys what I'll do on the sides to kind of add a little bit of, you're very welcome. A little bit does go a long way, yep. So I filled this up when I did my daughter's bathroom. I didn't even fill it up, I don't think. When I did my daughter's bathroom, I did 4 drawers, and then I did all under the sink, and I still have that much left. And I don't even think I filled it up all the way. It does go a long way. I am applying with the finishing pad and wiping with an applicator. Yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm applying with the finishing pad and then wiping the excess off with an applicator pad. Did I confuse you? Did I say it backwards? I'm sorry if I did. It's very possible that I said it backwards. Sorry. Can y'all see that? Y'all can see that difference, right? Isn't that pretty? Looks brand new. Hey, hey! This is super dry back here. I'm gonna have to dip it a little bit more. And the No Pain Gel Stain, I mean, I've got black up there. There's so many different colors. You can even do black, which I really could have done since the top of this piece is a black. I'm just gonna have to buy another little butter and have a black one too. But I do like the finishing pad to apply it because it does, you know, sand it at the same time, and you can get into the little corners so much easier. And that's how it's done, folks. That's my little thing. That's what I do on my drawers. Okay, so now what I'm going to do on the sides, this is a custom dresser that I'm doing for somebody. She didn't request this. I just decided, well, you're a robot. You'll have your own little conversation going, I think. I decided to add just a little something on the sides. The drawers at the bottom are super deep, and so I thought, well, the top ones are skinny. Let me just add a little something. Uh-oh, I'm all tangled up. So Dixie Belle sells stencils on their website. They've got all kinds of different stencils. This one is the large floral band that I didn't realize was super dirty, but it is. I've used it before, obviously. Hey, Stacy. But I thought I'd just add just a little something, and maybe I should move it here because the drawer's not going to come all the way out. Maybe I should do that. So I'm going to add the stencil, and now what I'm going to use to color it in is the Voodoo Gel Stain in White Magic. I want to see a little something to the sides. I'm going to use the Voodoo Gel Stain in White Magic, and then I'm going to seal it in hemp oil. Hemp oil is one of my most favorite products. I use it a lot on the backs of the pieces. I don't paint the backs of my pieces, and I don't think a lot of people do. And they don't get a lot of love because nobody ever sees them, but when they're picking up their piece, you don't want it to look super grody and nasty and weird. But if you throw a little bit of hemp oil on it, cutting it in half, what do you mean? What about cutting it in half? What do you mean? What do you mean? Like just adding half of it? I don't know what you mean. Just throw a little hemp oil on it, and it usually makes it look 100 times better. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab a couple of, what do you mean, Malia? I'm just gonna grab a couple pieces of tape here. Put one here. Cut it in half that way, you think? You think? I don't know. What about now? No? No. Okay. Yes? Yes? Yes, you can hear me now? Okay, good. Woo. All right. I don't know what I did. Okay, I won't move. I'll try not to move. Oh, Lord. Y'all scared me. All right. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so now what I'm going to do... Now I'm paranoid. Ugh. Where's my... Dang, I don't want to have to get up. I'm afraid I'm going to mess the sound up. Gosh. Where's my brush? I sure did leave my brush. Okay, please tell me you can still hear me. Back in business. Yay! Hey, Anna. All right, so I'm using the round small, and I'm just gonna put it on a little plate, like so, and I'll let you mic up, I can hear. Oh. Good. Okay, now let me get this real close. And now I'm paranoid. I'm gonna look every 2 seconds to make sure you guys aren't saying, I can't hear you. I'm waiting for Facebook to come out with a feature where you guys can talk back. You know what I mean? All right, I'm gonna just dab it. I'm gonna dab it a little bit in there, and I'm just gonna start dabbing. Good thing about this is raw wood on the side, so it'll dry really quick, and it'll just be real subtle. And by the time I get the other side done, I can come back to this side and hemp oil it. I'm applying Voodoo Gel Stain in White Magic. So basically I'm staining it. This is raw wood on the side. I'm just staining it with this stencil, and I'm hoping that I'm holding it down hard enough to where it's not getting under the thing. I'm trying not to use too much. I used a different stencil earlier to practice, and then I decided to go with this stencil, which is a different stencil than I used. And the other stencil worked perfectly, and now I'm nervous that this one's not going to look so great when I pull it up. So I'm hoping it's pushed down good enough. And this is just something that, you know, a lot of people will, you know, they'll paint like elaborate designs, and I'm like, girl, you go for it. I just don't have the patience for it, to be honest with you. I don't even know if I have the patience for this. This is the first time I have ever done something on the sides of my drawers. I never do this, but this is a super special client, and I thought she needed it. I'm using a round small. I know it's backwards, but it's a round small for the stencil. The most I ever really do is just, condition them and make sure they look pretty, like clean on the sides or whatever. That's about it. Of course, if they asked, I would do it, but I'm a very impatient person. So the super fancy like stripes and designs and whatever is, gosh, if y'all do that, I got like kudos to you guys. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. I'm getting this gel stain on my nails, and I always paint my nails with Dixie Belle paint. Does anybody else do that? I'm wondering if the gel stain would work really good. That'd be kind of cool to try. Has everybody on here tried Dixie Belle paint? Anybody want to try Dixie Belle paint? What's the status? What's the status update there? Have you tried it? Do you have questions? Are you thinking about it? There's this amazing group you should try, or if you need some inspiration, if you have questions about the paint, the product, how to use it, what have you. It's called the Chalk Mineral Paint Enthusiasts. You should look for that group and join it. A lot of the brand ambassadors post their work there. I post my work there, so I know a lot of content creators post their work there. The retailers, a lot of, still wearing gloves. Just a lot of, I got too thick. I got too thick right there. That's okay. That's okay. A lot of people post their work there, and you can go there for inspiration. That's the general concept of what I'm trying to do there. We'll go to this side. But it's a great group to go to for inspiration. If you have questions about the product, thinking about using it for your front door. I just painted my front door. I want to paint a 12-piece dining room set and have been following Dixie Belle, thinking about it. Girl, go for it. I just ordered off your link, JPO. Aw, Stacy, you're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. When you do order from my link, it does help. Appreciate that. Okay, let me clean this up just a tad. And I know for this side not to be so heavy-handed. The good thing is the good thing is if you don't like it, you can just sand it off. Just sand it off. Start all over again. No bigs. No bigs. This is dry. All right, so we'll go back in here. Let's get this somewhat centered. Wait, yeah. I can't tell. We'll get this one done. I'll hemp oil it and then I'll let you guys go. Just bought a bunch of paint and transfers, but haven't tried yet. I just found a vanity. You can never make a mistake. You can always paint. Yeah, it's just paint. It's just paint. I can't tell you guys how many times I'm notorious for painting something. My shop door, for instance. I've painted that for my membership group. In my membership group, I have a monthly, I paint for them monthly. I have a monthly little show, boho with JPO. And I've probably painted my shop door for them in a boho style probably 4 times because I can't decide. that I like it. True story. True story. It's just paint. It's just paint. I'm going to tape that down in one more spot just to kind of help me out. Just paint. 3 colors and easy peasy wax. It's cold. I need to see on the furniture when it warms up. Yep. It's getting there. It's warming up. Oh. All right, let me tape right here. See if that'll help. Okay. Here we go. Let's start here. This time's gonna be better. It's gonna be better this time. Can you guys see? I don't do a whole lot of stenciling, so I haven't tried that spray stuff or anything. So no, the answer is no, I haven't. I used this stencil, the only time I've ever used this stencil was on a piece I actually have in my bedroom on my fireplace. And I think that's the only other time I've used a stencil. I'm trying to think. Pretty sure that's the only other time I've used a stencil. Other than right before I went live. I have a big one that says laundry that I'm thinking about using. I've had sea spray in my studio for well over a year. I have not opened the bag yet. I need to. I want to. But I've got a big giant stencil that says laundry, and I'm thinking about using it with the sea spray on my utility room door. This is one of my projects that I'm doing while I'm home. So I'm dabbing this on my plate as I get some. What's up, Erin? As I get some of the gel stain, I'm dabbing it back off of my plate so I don't have a huge glob. And I'm holding the stencil down as tight as I possibly can. This is just, like I said, this is just one way for a quick little oomph. When they open their drawer, be a nice little surprise. I could have done blue. I've got the, I think I've got all those colors over there. What is it, the turquoise looking one or whatever. Since the piece is blue, I could have done the black. Since the top is black, I could have done any color really. But I've got like very light centers. Just went with white. Much better. Much better. There we go. So when she opens that drawer, just be a nice little. You love stenciling? I don't know that I like it so much, but it's pretty. It's really pretty. Yeah, you can also use a chip brush. Sure can. The premium chip brushes that Dixie Belle sells are amazing. I'm about to use one just now. Thank you, Kara. Blending takes practice. They take practice. They really do. Or it takes practice. So let's go ahead and where's my heat gun? That's not dry. Is it dry? It looks dry. That's what I just did. It's dry. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is hemp oil it to seal it and to to seal it and to, what is it called? What is the word I'm looking for? The wood, you know. Condition. Condition the wood. All right, so how do you do hemp oil? This stuff is amazing. So how do you do hemp oil is, well, the first side I messed it up. I would, but I messed it up, so I want to sand it back a little bit. It got a little globby. Over here. How do you do hemp oil is amazing to condition your wood, and so your raw wood, when you put it on there, it's gonna soak it up really fast. So you may need 2 coats, maybe 3. It just depends on the wood. So what you do is you apply it, you kind of let it sit. It's only gonna soak in what it needs. You come back, you kind of look at it. If it's like super dry, you put more on it. You let it sit a couple hours, you come back, you look at it. If it's still kind of wet a little bit, and then you can rub off the excess and it's good to go. So that's how you use the hemp oil. That's how I do it anyways. Good evening from Indiana. All right, so I'm just gonna take, I just have a hip brush here, and I'm just gonna take a little bit and put it on a plate to work with. Pull it forward, and I'm just gonna dip it in there, and can y'all see? Can y'all see what that did there? You see the magic happening right there? You can tell a huge difference from the top to the bottom. Actually need a little bit more. This wood is dry. So I'll let that sit, I'll probably just let it sit tonight and then come back and check it out in the morning. See where it's at. Apply more, maybe not. Just got the hemp oil and I'm excited to try it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. So that's it. That's all I was gonna show you guys was the butter. Add a little bit of the gel stain to it if you want to, when you're doing your drawers, if it needs a little bit of color, if it's discolored in any way. So like, I didn't know if I'd have time to get to it or not. And that's this one over here. It needs some love. It needs a lot of love, if you can see that. But I can guarantee you up there that what I just did on this drawer over here with the finishing pad, the butter and the gel stain, it's gonna take that right away and it's gonna make it look amazing. So again, you guys, to find your local retailer, if you need to you want to try these paints, use that little link there. You can find your local retailer. A lot of them are doing drop shipping if you're, you still wanting to practice your social distancing, being safe or what have you. A lot of them are doing that. You'll support your local retailers, or if you don't have one, or you just want to stay at home in your jammies and have it delivered to your doorstep, you can use that link and order it there. Otherwise, if you have any other questions, you can tag the Purple Posy. My business is tagged on the title page there. You can follow me on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, Pinterest. I'm on all the places, YouTube, everywhere. And you can tag me in the comments if you have any questions, okay? Well, thanks for joining, and I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Same time, same place. Be there, be square. Just kidding. I'll see you later. Bye.